Hey guys, here is part 2 of my essential Blu-rays, and let me pick up where I left off. As one of my subscribers pointed out, I was really kind of rushing at the end, and I don't want to do that, especially on this particular Blu-ray, because it's an amazing film, an amazing restoration, an amazing director, amazing cast. It's an amazing film, as I said. So let me take a look at, with you, Seven Samurai. Just a beautiful, beautiful packaging on this, beautiful artwork. Just so rather plain looking, but it's really not the point, is it? The point is the movie, and some scenes from it in a pretty thick book. It's probably about the best this film's ever going to look. The Criterion did a great job on restoring this. It's a pretty old film, but it's really awesome. A lot of the spaghetti westerns were kind of based on these types of films, where you had kind of a band of people that came together to fight off the bad guys, and that's really what this is. And townspeople kind of had enough of their town being raided, and hire some mercenaries in the form of samurais to come and protect them from the robbers. And you can see there's just a ton of extras on the 2-disc Blu-ray, both on the first and the second disc. So that is Seven Samurai by Akira Kurosawa. Okay, next up on the essential Blu-ray collection, you need to have this one. It's a beautiful set. There's a ton of extras. These movies are they were long enough in the theater, but now they're super long. But they're great. You know, each one has got just wonderful scenery, great acting, true to the book. Who would have figured you could take J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings trilogy and turn it into a movie? People would have bet against it. It won an Academy Award or two along the way. All three are great. My personal favorite is The Fellowship of the Ring, the first one, because it sets up the story, because I just like the history of it and the whole, I don't know, the epicness of the start of the adventure, and it just, I don't know what to say. Hopefully you own it and you've seen it. I can't imagine too many people who haven't by now, but this is the U.S. version. I like the U.S. version because it's the only one I know of that has black DVD cases, which I think are pretty cool looking. Black with the white here, and you've probably seen these before, so no sense going too in depth to them, but there's obviously a lot of discs with each one. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5 discs with the Fellowship of the Ring. A beautiful booklet that comes in each one for each movie. Tons of extras. What else is there to say? It is. So the first 2 discs are the Blu-ray, and then the rest are DVDs with the extras on it. But tons of extras, tons of cool stuff, cool looking packaging. Epic movie, amazing story, well deserved of the awards it's gotten and the attention it's gotten. It's Lord of the Rings, the motion picture trilogy, the extended edition on Blu-ray. I'd say that's a must-have. Again, I'm not going to repeat anything that Aaron did in his video, because I think he said a lot about the various choices he had. I wouldn't disagree with any of them. I wouldn't necessarily put them on my list, all of them, but I think I certainly wouldn't disagree. Some of them I don't own, and so I'm less familiar, and some, but certainly looking at them, I can certainly see why they would be considered essential. Maybe I need to go out and get some. I've already ordered a couple of them that he had on his list, so I'm closer to having everything he had on both his videos than I was before I saw his video. Okay, next up, and I think the key here is, for me anyway, what are you into? If you're into horror, maybe you go in one direction. If you're into, like I say, epic type stuff, you go maybe I'd recommend something else. But let me recommend something here that I don't know which one of these you should get. I really don't, but I think you should have one of these in your collection at least, and maybe you get more of these. And I'm gonna show you all of them, and I would just suggest you get one of them. Take your pick. And I think everybody deserves one of these in their collection. They're kind of different to watch. Something you can watch with a family, something you can watch by yourself. Really cool stuff. What I'm talking about is, and most of these are all put out by, in fact, they're all put out by BBC, and they are Planet Earth on BBC Video, the complete series, narrated by David Attenborough. Wonderful stuff. It's Planet Earth as you've never seen it before. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful set. Then I've got Life, also narrated by David Attenborough, four disc set. These are all on Blu-ray. All of them look amazingly good. Next, 3-disc set of The Human Planet. You can see it's got a lenticular cover on that. 3-disc set, Human Planet, also put out by the BBC. So it might be little hearts in a slip case type thing. Well, not, or in a plastic, I mean. The Frozen Planet, 3-disc. That's really cool too. And lastly, I haven't seen this one. In fact, I need to get the digital copy in here because I haven't done this yet. Anyway, Amazing Africa, Eye to Eye with the Unknown. Really cool stuff. 2-disc set here, but all these are amazing. Just the colors and the stuff that they film, these animals in the wild, and just amazing, amazing stuff. So I would say, obviously I've gone, nuts here. I love all these, but I would get one of them. And I can't say which one I'd recommend over any others. It just depends on what you like. Certainly couldn't go wrong with Planet Earth. That was the first one. But Africa looks really cool and is less money, so you might want to consider that one. But I would get one of these. They're all really, really, truly amazing works of art. Now let me be a little more serious about it. Something I think everybody should see, and I think probably everybody should own for a lot of reasons. Won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1993. It is not an uplifting tale, though in many ways it's a more positive tale than certainly it could have been. And that is Schindler's List, Steven Spielberg's Academy Award winning movie. One of his best movies, no doubt. Probably he's as proud of this as anything he's done. This is the 20th anniversary limited edition. It comes in a box of sorts. Amazing stuff here. You got a lot of special features on it. Feature-length documentary. Behind-the-scenes look. The Showa Foundation story with Steven Spielberg. It's just an amazing true story of Oskar Schindler, who helped more than 1,100 Jews during the Holocaust to be saved from death. Meticulously restored, as it says, in pristine high definition, which was supervised by Steven Spielberg. So I would say that should be on everybody's list to own, just because it is such a dramatic masterpiece, really, by Steven Spielberg. So Schindler's List by Steven Spielberg makes my list of stuff that everybody should have in their collection. My only regret on this next choice is that I don't have the deluxe set. I didn't buy it because it was a lot of money, and I just wanted to get the movie because I really love the movie. But the more and more I think about it, the more I may look to get the deluxe set sometime. Depends on what kind of price it is. I'm happy with what I have, don't get me wrong, but I just love this movie so much. It's one of my favorites, and so because of that, it might be worth having it on the on Blu-ray. But it is Lawrence of Arabia, winner of 7 Academy Awards, including the 1962 Best Picture. And really, Peter O'Toole come out of nowhere to play Lawrence of Arabia. Great, great performance. Omar Sharif, another great performance. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous movie. The colors, the sand, the camera angles, just an amazing, amazing movie. Directed by David Lean, who's directed some classics. Numerous special features. This is a true story, dramatization of a true story, but a true story nonetheless. Highly recommend Lawrence of Arabia on Blu-ray. You can pick this up for this particular version. You can pick this up pretty cheap, I think, and well worth. I think I got it at Costco or someplace for like $10, something like that. For $10, you should have it in your collection. And like I said, it's a beautiful Blu-ray. It's a beautiful story. Wonderfully shot. The cinematography is amazing. the direction's excellent. The performances are top notch. And obviously it's an Academy Award winner. What else is there to say? It's a very high quality movie. One I would highly recommend that you pick up and should be in everyone's collection. Okay, guys. Next up on Blu-ray, something that I think well, I don't care if you're a music fan or not. It's a piece of history. You should own it. I think, for my money, it tops Woodstock in a lot of ways. This certainly the video that was made here by D.A. Pennebaker is awesome, and I would highly recommend this Criterion collection. Spine numbers 168 and 169. Without further ado, I'm talking about the complete Monterey Pop Festival. This was, in a lot of ways, the answer to Woodstock, where Woodstock was overcrowded and perhaps in some ways mismanaged. This one was better in a lot of ways, and certainly the video here is, although I have the Woodstock video somewhere too on DVD, this one to me beats it. Organized by John Phillips. He was a big time organizer of it, and you've got a lot of people that were at Woodstock here. The list is the extras on this and the film of this is really amazing. The Mom and the Papas, The Who, Simon and Garfunkel, Otis Redding, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. Pretty cool stuff, right? Let me open this up. This is a single disc set here. And here is some of the folks that are on this. Here's some of the performances. I don't know if you can read these. It's kind of blurry for me even. But the Association, Along Comes Mary, Simon and Garfunkel, Homeward Bound, The Sound of Silence, or The Sounds of Silence, Country Joe and the Fish, Al Cooper, Paul Butterfield Blues Band, Quicksilver Messenger Service. These are like classic 60s. The Byrds. It's hard to read. Jefferson Airplane, Laura Nero, Big Brother and the Holding Company, Buffalo Springfield, The Who, the Mamas and the Papas. All this stuff, all on and these are some of the outtake performances on day one and day two, and then we've got some stuff up here. You've got The Who, and all sorts of cool stuff here. The song "Are You Going to San Francisco?" Be sure to wear some flowers in your hair is on here. Just really great stuff. A wonderful booklet too, by the way. Criterion, you'd expect that, I guess, right? Talks about some of the folks that were at this concert. Here's some scenes from it, really nice. The Who with Keith Moon, Otis Redding there, classic stuff. Simon and Garfunkel, before they broke up. This is just a piece of history. Mamas and the Papas are part of them, with Cass Elliot, by the way, before she died. So you got all these legendary folks in here, and then as if that wasn't enough, the second disc that comes with it is Jimmy Plays Monterey and Shake, Otis at Monterey. So you've got all this additional stuff, extra commentaries, and just another booklet, and great looking disc with Jimi Hendrix on it. To me, this is kind of cool stuff here. It's historical. Great performances. A great documentary. Great to see the crowd and the 60s type people that were at this. And you get a real sense of the 60s and what was going on there. So how it came together, the show itself, the story of the Monterey Pop Festival by D.A. Pennebaker, the Criterion Collection.